So check this out. Governor Mickey Sherrill, the recently elected governor of New Jersey, says, last week I learned that a serious software error in New Jersey's motor vehicle system led to the registration of roughly 6,600 people who indicated that they were not U.S. citizens between June of 2023 and June of 2024, almost 3 years prior to my taking office. Don't worry, I'm not at fault here. Don't come after me. These individuals answered no when asked on a keypad whether they were a U.S. citizen when applying for driver's licenses and identification cards, but through no fault of their own, the system registered them anyway. This happened under the previous administration, and upon learning this information, I immediately ordered my chief counsel to launch an investigation to get to the bottom of what occurred. I also ordered the removal of any residents from our voter rolls who were erroneously added between June 2023 and June 2024. Democrats are proactively going out of their way to say, hey, we're removing people from the voter rolls. The new MVC administrator that I appointed has begun the process of replacing the vendor responsible for administering the system. Our preliminary analysis shows fewer than 400 individuals who were newly registered for the first time because of the error voted. They were registered as Democrats, Republicans, and unaffiliated voters and were scattered across the state. See how the Overton window has moved. Now it's, well, yeah, it happened, but it wasn't our fault. It was the software system that did it, and don't worry, there was only a few of them who voted. I want to underscore how seriously I take this matter. Shut up, bitch. The DOJ has now launched a full investigation into the state of New Jersey for unlawful dilution of American votes per Harmeet Dillon. DOJ is moving to force New Jersey to hand over a copy of their entire voter roll after admitting to enrolling fraudulent voters. So they've been trying to get states to hand over their voter rolls, and there's a bunch of states that are not cooperating. But then suddenly news breaks that the governor of New Jersey is directly admitting that not only were non-citizens registered to vote, but they actually voted as well. That's going to make it very, very difficult for them to not hand over their entire voter roll. Of course, they're going to continue fighting it. But in addition, AAG Dillon is requesting the 6,600 foreign individuals identified as being registered's full names, dates of birth, nationalities, residential addresses, and registration dates and locations. Looks like a bunch of people who are eligible for deportation. And for the 400 individuals who voted, when and where they voted, and if by mail, the certification and signature required under law. Now, as a reminder, the margin of victory for Joe Biden in 2020 was 44,000 votes in Wisconsin, Georgia, and Arizona. 44,000 votes decided a presidential election. And Trump announced, we'll talk more about this in just a minute, but at his speech on election security, he announced that at least 278,000 non-citizens are registered to vote in U.S. federal elections. So, 5 times Joe Biden's margin of victory is now officially documented as non-citizens registered to vote on the record. So here's John Solomon reporting from the software company that ran New Jersey's voter system that Mickey Sherrill is blaming for the glitch.
As you know, last night, the New Jersey governor admitted that 6,600 illegal aliens had made it onto New Jersey's voter rolls. At least that number, it could be a lot larger. And 400 of them actually cast a vote. That is the largest number of foreigners ever to vote in any collection of election in American history. When we told you that last night, the governor said, not our fault. It was a software glitch. No big deal. Well, overnight, we reached out to the software company that runs New Jersey's system. And you know what they said? There's no software glitch at all. The state of New Jersey knew they were putting non-citizens, i.e. foreigners, onto the voter rolls. It is the state's responsibility to determine who is eligible to vote and who's not. The software had it marked right. That is a major contradiction. And just a little while ago, the Assistant Attorney General for Civil Rights in the U.S. Justice Department, Harmeet Dillon, announced that there is an investigation of New Jersey now into whether they knowingly were allowing non-citizens to vote and to get on the voter rolls. Remember, a week ago, she sent a letter out saying, if you let non-citizens vote knowingly, you're in trouble. Well, now the vendor's comments raise a very strong possibility that one of the blue states in America may have acceded to allowing non-citizens to vote. We're going to keep a close eye on that. Hope to get Harmeet Dillon on the show the next couple of days to describe what is going on. But that is a big thing.